Alright, so this is part 2 of the Caulfield experience. This is a spring. Look at all that watercress. You can hear the water running, or I can hear it, and I'm an old man, but this is quite a deal. So, more water on this farm than you can absolutely shake a stick at. So listen to that water running. This is another stream. We're about to come up to the big stream. So my phone actually shut off, and I'm not an edit guy. This is going into a bottom. I'm gonna show you the aerial, kind of where we're at, and come back and show you the cabin, get back on the road and show you a Springhouse. But this is 418 acres in Caulfield, Missouri, listed at $1.2 million. You can buy 200 acres at $699. Let me open up this wonderful folder, see if I can show you where we're at. Alright, so turn this dude around. We crossed the big portion. We got to be right in here. Yeah, probably right in here on this creek right here. This is the gravel road coming down through the property. I'm going to take you over and show you the cabin. We will cross this big stream. It is Bennett's Bayou, and it is a dandy. Watercress all the way through it. Heard a bunch of frogs. You will not find a better place. MLS number is 6026-6331. 1.2 million, 418 acres. Duncan Smith in the sticks. I'm going to shut this down, and we're going to head back to the big river that's running through this property. So we're kind of backtracking. This is the kind of walnut timber that is in this 418 acres, 1.2 million, Caulfield, Missouri. Scanning back, this is a bottom that's opened up. It opens up in a little hayfield, kind of where we were when we crossed that little spring. And you can see several other walnuts. I'm going to pull you on up here, and we're going to cross this creek and then head on over to the cabin. You talk about a recreational property. This is a dandy. You've got enough pasture to run cattle. You got a little hunting cabin. You can go frogging, gigging suckers, do a little fishing. Got a heck of a school of minnows right there. I'm gonna pause this, and we're gonna go up and see the cabin, then run down to the Springhouse, and I'll take you through the bottom. There is an orchard. It's an older orchard, but this property has it all. 418 acres, Caulfield, Missouri. So it's south of West Plains, just a little. It's $1.2 million. Remax Farm and Home, Duncan Smith, 417-926-5552, or my cell phone is 417-349-5630. So here is a picture of that bottom. Your stream running through the property is just right over there. But this is kind of what you see is what you get. Pretty good set of fescue. Got some wildflowers. Really good stand of timber on this deal. 418 acres, Caulfield, Missouri. I'm repeating myself, but here we go. I'm going to take you up, show you the cabin, and take you down the road, show you the Springhouse, and we'll take a circle. So we are back up at the cabin. This little cabin, little hunting cabin. It'd be great for campouts and family retreats. It's got some outbuildings. It's got a deep well. We've got power. This is our road coming into the property. 7230, I believe, is the number. You can tell it's well maintained. And the best part about this, it has no traffic. You know, in the Ozarks, we don't pay any taxes, and you never see a road grader. But when you don't have any traffic on your road, kind of helps. It just makes a... And we do have enough rock down here that we can hold the road together. This is the gate we just came out of. $1.2 million, Caulfield, Missouri. Duncan Smith in the sticks, self-promoting. We're going to the Springhouse next. All right, so we're out here in the sun. Right here is where the cabin is. So, see the cabin? Okay, this is the county road and runs all along the property. It is 7320. We just came from these little crossings right here, and we just crossed this Bennett's Bayou. So we're going to actually go down this road. There's a really good spring house right here and a couple good spring ponds. There's power that cuts through this bottom. There's an old established homestead down in here in a little graveyard. They call this, I believe, the fescue field. We'll jump over there. I guess this is the fescue field. And this is on a bluff right here. This is where the lead mines are, or zinc mines. So, man-made caves, I believe that's mentioned in the listings. And this back up in here is really good timber. This is really good black oak, and then down here in these bottoms, really good white oak and walnut, especially along this Bennett's Bayou. But we're going to the Springhouse next, and then to the old homestead. All right, so we just came down the county road from the cabin. This is the spring ponds, and make mention or make notice of the power lines. This property would be good for a couple friends to split up and build some homes, and neither one of them get cheated by water, because this one's got it on both sides. Right there's your water crest, and if you can kind of peek through the brush right there, you see the old spring house. They carried water to the cabin, is what the sellers are telling me, not that many years ago. There was a really good garden spot. Couldn't tell it now, but look at the stuff that it would grow. You can hear the water running. So we're going to jump across. You can see an old barn. Maybe you can't. Let me zoom in a little. Alright, so there's the top of that old barn. Kind of peeking through there. It's hand-hewn logs. Inside of that is their old cabin, and then right over here you see the power pole and the power, and then there's a gate here and a gate on up, and then you've got lots of road frontage. But you can see the quality of this road, pretty doggone good. So here we go. We're going to dive in and see the old homestead. We do have a little cattle working facility here and a head catch. So, and got some water right there with that spring pond. Here's a part of the bottom. This is part of the old homestead. We're going to get a little closer look at that. There is an old cabin inside of that. And there again, look at the walnut trees that are still left on this property, which is a rarity. So, be the first to buy, not the second. 1,000,002, Caulfield, Missouri, 418 acres. Duncan Smith, Remax Farm and Home, 417-349-5630. So just look at that old cabin. That is a dandy, preserved through time, and you don't see that very often. But that was a home, and this is kind of where we came from. So I'm heading back. I'm gonna cross the creek, and then we'll probably go on up to the orchard. But if you're in the notion to buy something worth the money, and when the lights go out and the sun goes down, you all gather around and you all begin to shout, you'll want this property in Caulfield, Missouri. So call 417-349-5630. Duncan Smith in the sticks. All right, so this is a little bottom field with power running through it. And that tree line that you see would be where the road is. So pretty decent corner sets, nice hanging gate. There we got some trail cams. Hello, trail cams. Don't go to the bathroom there. Okay, we're gonna go across the creek. Here we go. Alrighty then, so this is another bottom. We're gonna bail off into that creek again. You got some really good white oaks. There's a deer stand right there, but timber has not been cut out of this creek, or nearly any on this side. A lot of black oak, a lot of white oak down here in this bottom, a lot of walnut. Again, this is dandy, 418 acres, 1,000,002, Caulfield, Missouri. Duncan Smith in the sticks, working 9 to 5 or 5 to 9 with Remax Farm and Home, the best real estate outfit in South Central Missouri. Give the office a call, 417-926-5552. Have a good day. Here we go. We're going to the creek. Look at the watercress. This is a creek crossing just down from where we were. Probably about a quarter mile. Boys and girls, you just don't see this privately held water like this very often. It's a dandy. Caulfield, Missouri, 1,000,002. Duncan Smith in the sticks. Here we go. So I thought I'd just turn the camera on. This is the trails, kind of connecting these different food and food plots. This is a dandy bottom. I believe the owner called this his fescue field. So way down there, about a half a quarter, where that big sycamore is, the bushy tree down through there. That would be the property line, and it runs right up to the road. You can hear the water running. I'm telling you, this is a crackerjack dandy. We're going to go up that hill and kind of go through the black oak and the white oak timber, and then cut back through the bottoms here. So this is a dandy, 1,000,002, Caulfield, Missouri, Remax Farm and Home, Duncan Smith in the sticks, 417-349-5630. You'll drive your wheels off to find a better one. So I'm going to turn this back on. This is the road going up the hill from the fescue field. But look at this timber. I'm not sure this video is going to do it justice, but there is really, really good black oak, white oak, red oak timber. And it's not the little stuff, guys. I mean, it's a good set of timber. This road's a little overgrown, but if you take a notion and want to see this property, you need to call Duncan Smith in the sticks, 417-349-5630. Coming into some black oak and white oak right here. That white oak is really sought after here in southern Missouri. They make the whiskey barrels and the wine barrels from that white oak timber. And it's in some markets it's a little better price than walnut. So here we go. I'm going to shut you down and then we'll take a tour over to these bottoms. So we're kind of down in this bottom. We got another spring right here with live water. And look at the white oak timber in this. It is just quite a sight to see. If you're in the notion for recreational timber, open cabin, everything's pretty well done. You need to give me a call. There's another walnut. Just a crackerjack dandy. Got some good trails. I've heard some frogs. If you're in the notion to go frogging, whitetail deer hunting, you need to give this a look. 1,000,002, 418 acres. Caulfield, Missouri. Call 417-349-5630 or the office for Remax Farm and Home, 417-926-5552. And I'm not going to edit that out because I was multitasking. Look at the white oaks in here. Boys and girls. Woo! Shutting down. I'm going to go take you to the orchard. That's my next stop, I'm thinking. Okay, so we're breaking out up on top, and they've got some deer blinds back in here. Super good whitetail buck cover, and they have killed some dandies. And there's enough places to get into this place that you can circle around and definitely get in to kill a good buck no matter which way the wind is blowing. So they're just, the terrain sits so good on this farm to harvest some pretty good deer. So we're kind of coming out into the open, and then we're going to drop down into where we started this video. And this is up on top of a hill, and it's where you can put an orchard in. There is an older orchard. I'm not sure that the trees are really producing, but I'm just going to pan you around so you can see. This is, there are plenty of good spots. No hunting buddy is going to be able to have a honey hole because there's too many. So it won't be just one honey hole, there'll be 10 honey holes. So this is a dandy. 418 acres, 1,000,002. Caulfield, Missouri. So I do believe that to be an apple tree, but I cannot pick an apple up. So I was not telling you, just kidding. This was an orchard at one point in time. Several walnuts. Okay, folks, so this is the 418 acres. MLS number, if you'll type that into the Google, 6026-5331, Caulfield, Missouri. The zip code here is 65626. That's in southern Missouri. This place is listed as 1,000,002. That's for the whole shooting match, 418 acres. Or you can buy 200 acres for $6.99. So right there's my contact info. If you take a notion, leave a comment. I'm going to pan over here to the homestead. This is a dandy. You will not find a better farm offered on the market today for what this one has to offer. At 1,000,002, if you're that kind of player, you won't go wrong. Call me today, 417-349-5630, or call the office, 417-926-5552. Have a good day. Be blessed. Over and out.